Hey, it's Faith Talk Live. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
There he is. I've never seen him with a hat on, but he is a rock star. Is Todd Tilghman there and just outside of Nashville, Tennessee. Todd, how are you?
Man, I am really, really good. How about y'all?
We're good.
We're doing good. Thank you for hanging with us. For those that have been watching The Voice, they will know that face and that voice. Let me tell you, when you did We've Got Tonight, dude.
Thank you.
Dude.
I love it. Man, I'm a huge, huge Seeger fan, so I love it. That was an honor to do.
Well, obviously you won, but you brought it to the table, and I have never seen, I don't know if this is the first time that all four chairs spun around, but it was pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, it's not the first time, but it is really a remarkable honor, I guess, that all four of them turn and want you on their team. And then it turns into this, I don't know, like they all pitch you and you go in there and you think, if I could have this coach, this is who I want. But then when they start pitching, you're like, maybe, I don't know.
Now, what was your reaction as you saw them all turn around? I mean, I don't know how you keep singing in the audition when you see them all turn around. I'd been so excited.
Yeah, I was, but that actually probably helped me to keep singing because the nerves kind of went away then a little bit, they say a lot of times, people say, because, they're back there trying to help you and pump you up. And they're like, a lot of people just sort of, you black out and you sing your song. I didn't black out at all. I remember the whole thing really vividly.
Todd Tilghman actually released a song on the country iTunes chart, the iTunes country chart yesterday. It's at 22. So check it out. What's the name of the new song, Todd?
In a Heartache is the name of it. Yeah. You can Google it. You can go to all of my socials. There's links to it, that you can stream it or buy it on all the platforms. There's a music video on YouTube.
Todd won last year, The Voice 2020. I guess you could call it the COVID edition. How different was it last year than normally?
My season was remarkably different. The season that I was on, because it's really common knowledge. I'm not giving away any secrets that they sort of pre-record blind auditions and battle round and knockout round, and then when you go to live rounds, of course they're live rounds, so they're not pre-recorded. But between the pre-recorded rounds and the live rounds, COVID hit, and we all went into hiding or whatever. So it was remarkably different. They sent equipment and we did the whole thing remote. They talked us through it on video conferencing, and it was probably remarkably different than other seasons.
We're talking with Todd Tilghman, and we appreciate his time. Now living outside of Nashville. At the time of the show, you still in Meridian, pastoring Cornerstone. Did you pass that on? Are you pastoring up there? What are you doing there near Nashville?
Right now, what I like to say ministerially is I'm not in traditional ministry anymore. I just sort of was translated into a different kind of ministry, Right now, what I'm doing here is I am grinding, working on music, man. I'm working, I'm writing, I'm recording, wherever I can travel and perform, I do. And just really grinding is what I'm doing.
Now you're not alone there. You said you got your wife and kids who are making noise in the background. We don't hear them, so that's awesome.
We're good. That's good.
Now I'm sure they treat you completely differently now because you're a star, and so they know that and they treat you with such respect, right? Am I right?
Yeah. Oh man, I will say this. They treat me with the same utmost respect they always have.
That's funny. Now, I don't know if you know this, Dan, or not. I did a little research on Todd. Todd and his wife, Brooke, were high school sweethearts. Is that true?
That's right. Yes.
Wow.
And you've been married how long?
22 years last November.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now,
it feels like 40.
Wow. All right. Brooke, that was Todd that said that.
Well, you know what you got now. This is another little tidbit of information knowledge. 8 kids. Yeah, Todd and his wife have 8 kids. 2 are adopted.
Yes.
6 are biological. My gracious.
Yeah. You know, we always joke around and tell the whole world that when we got married, of course we were just kids, but when we got married, she wanted 3 and I wanted 2. So we compromised on 8, you know?
Where did y'all learn math? Is that the Common Core math?
Yeah,
or
it must be, yeah.
Todd Tilghman, the winner of the 2020 Voice, the spring edition. Now, Todd, you mentioned that you're just kind of a different kind of ministry, but I thought about it this morning with what you brought. I would say, well, I guess you could say maybe millions watched you through that whole process. Isn't that an amazing thing how God can put you in a place? I mean, you had the talent, right? You had the talent, you had it. But God just, I don't know, he lifted you up and you really got to minister to so many people in the beginning, at least what we saw when they turned around the 4, they were really ministered to by just your passion, your spirit, and they started opening up about their experiences in church and God. Wasn't that cool?
It was. Yeah. You know, one thing that I always like to say, I think that God knew to put me in this situation like at my age, because everyone reminded me after I won that I was the oldest person to ever win.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Like, thank you. Yeah. But I didn't really know. I mean, I don't want to give myself too much credit. I don't think I really knew any better than to just be who I am, you know, and just enjoy the time. And it did seem like God did give me a real opportunity to spread a little joy in kind of a dark season, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So now, good.
Going in, did you think, I really want to work with Blake or I really want to work with somebody else? Was that your thought or were you just open to whatever?
Yeah. I mean, the bottom line going in was I was kind of like, whichever one of these coaches turn their chair, if I can just get one to turn around, then I'll work with them, you know. Yeah. But I did have, like, my granny used to say her druthers, I did have my druthers, like, yeah. Like I did want to go with Blake because Blake is really down to earth and fun and kind of homey, But secondly, I thought, well, I might want to go with Kelly Clarkson because Kelly actually probably sings more like me. She's got that belty voice and I have a real loud belty voice. So ultimately when I got to pick, I sort of thought in my mind, I was like, hey, all of these guys are successful. They all know what they're talking about. They're all great. So I might as well pick the one that I feel like is the most like me as a person and I can probably get along with. So that's why I went with Blake.
But yeah, awesome.
Todd Tilghman, the winner of The Voice, the COVID edition. Those are my words, 2020. And if you'll Google Todd's name, you'll see a number of videos at the bottom. One of them is that cool video that he and Blake did. The Authority song from John Mellencamp. Well, I don't think he calls himself Cougar anymore. John Mellencamp.
John Mellencamp, yeah.
And that's showing my age. They used to call him John Cougar.
I remember John Cougar
Mellencamp. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I know they put edits and they created that piece. But that is one cool video. I could watch that over and over. What about you? How many times have you watched that?
I've watched them a couple of times. I'm sort of my own worst critic, and so I don't really watch these things a whole lot. Like even these songs that I'm working on now and putting out, the only reason I listen to those relentlessly is because this is a product that I am putting out to the world, and I want to make sure it's as perfect as I can make it. I've watched them a couple of times, but not really so many. It makes me nervous to watch. It gives me like anxiety.
Wow.
Now, yesterday or Sunday was Valentine's Day. Your tradition to Brooke, do you sing to her every Valentine's or does she say, all right, Todd, that's enough?
Yeah, and it's so funny how, because we've already had some people say about us releasing the song and everything yesterday. Valentine's Day at our house is actually, well, between she and I, it's actually fairly low key. We've never really been real big on Valentine's, but I don't want to say that. Her birthday is like 4 days after Valentine's Day. So we sort of do more of a birthday thing. We've always, maybe when we were kids, but I really don't remember a time that we were just really did a whole lot on that. So it's usually kind of low key. I mean, yesterday we went to church, we went and had lunch, we went to the grocery store.
Wow.
That's funny.
That's a romantic Valentine's Day right there. Going to the grocery store. Yeah.
Well, happy
Well,
birthday.
down here it's supposed to be icy and snowy, so everybody has to go get milk and bread for the milk sandwich.
Very true. Very true. Yeah.
Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday to Brooke Tillman.
I'll tell her.
And we know that you're 42. She is probably about 22 or so. So
Right. Well, actually, I hate to say I'm 43 now. I just had a
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah, but we can leave her in her 20s. I'm sure she'd be happy.
Yeah.
We got to go to a break here in a second, Todd. We really do appreciate your time. We're just thrilled to have you on the show and just excited what God has just really been doing in your world. And it's one of those things that's like, it's only God, right? I mean, it's just amazing. What do you got? I know you're releasing songs. What do you have coming up for 2021? Do you think you'll be doing any public things, or I guess it's kind of on hold, right?
Yeah, 2021. I got a lot of music coming. I have my wife and me have a book coming out through Thomas Nelson and HarperCollins. It's coming in June of 2021. I do have a couple of public things planned right now. One of them I'm not really at liberty to talk about yet. The other one is another big hometown show in Meridian, Mississippi at the Temple Theater. Those are coming, writing, man, I stay writing music, but I mean, music, the book, couple of public things, they're coming.
What's the book about? Tell us about that real quick.
The book is called Every Little Win. And it's basically, the whole premise of the book is that I did have this really big thing happen in my life and this really sort of gigantic win on national TV and everyone saw it. But really the things that have kind of brought up me and my wife and our family to where we are now are really all these little wins, the things that we've been through in our lives that hopefully everyone can relate to some degree. Like she and I almost divorced really early on in our marriage. I mean, like papers were drawn up. We almost divorced. We've had kids that got really very, very ill, and we didn't know for certain that they were going to be okay even, and
Wow.
my wife had some issues with mental illness. She's dealt with depression and anxiety in her life, and and then the adoptions, and like, oh man. So we just kind of talk about all these little things that you win every day if you'll pay attention.
Wow, sounds
Love
great.
that. We'd love to talk to you closer to time of release of that book.
Sure.
If we could work that out with Trevor and you and your time frame, we'd love to do that and push it. I think that's really, really cool. All right. So they can follow you, probably listen to your stuff on Spotify, definitely iTunes, right? Where else? And how can they follow you?
The music is literally on every platform that there's streaming music or downloadable music. They can follow me. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I joined TikTok, but I'm kind of old. I don't really know how to, so I'm just like, I feel like Ricky Bobby on TikTok. I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
That's funny.
But I'm on, if they just look up Todd Tilghman, they can find it. Like on Twitter and Instagram, it's got an underscore, but it's right now it's pretty easy to find.
Hey, no doubt Trevor can help you with TikTok. He's that kind of guy.
Yeah, he is.
No doubt. What a great guy. Well, Todd, we appreciate your blessings to you, Brooke, and the entire family there, and your career, what God has done in you and through you. It's amazing.
Hey, thank y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all having me on.
Absolutely. Hey, let's take a break. We'll be right back. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
This is Faith Talk Live.